welcome to Bradford City. Deserved point in the end for the lads. How did you enjoy your first game as manager of the club?
Yeah, look, enjoyed it. Back like a roller coaster ride. That's what football management's all about. Obviously, the last few weeks and months I've been enjoying these games, either watching from the stand elsewhere or in front of a TV watching the results come in. So yeah, it's back in it tonight. I thought it's been a quick turnaround. We had 45 minutes to get some work into the players yesterday, but very limited what we could do. We spent a lot of time today in the classroom with the players, and not really had too much influence on the team. I think Greg and Kenny deserve credit because they picked that team tonight that they wanted to go with. Yeah, I made a tactical decision at half time to change things around, but there's a lot of positives to come from tonight's game.
What did you say in particular at half time? Obviously brought Paul Taylor as well, but it seemed to be the catalyst for an improved performance in that.
Yeah, just to be a little bit more positive, to make sure that the back four pushed up a little bit, closed the space down, which wouldn't allow them to get into pockets and areas to hurt us. Ultimately, making sure that we retain the ball better, and with Paul coming on, he get into little pockets to cause them a few more problems. So overall, there was a lot more urgency about us, and maybe the game at the weekend was we got out of our legs the first half because it was a tough game for them at the weekend, and they've gone through a lot over the last week especially, but obviously every time you lose a game it knocks you mentally, and we've obviously responded tonight with a real good performance second half especially.
And I suppose as a manager, certainly in your first game, it's always nice when a substitution works. Tara Robinson coming on and getting, what was the leveller? Yeah,
look, sometimes they work, sometimes they don't. It was something that I've put to Kenny, and he agreed it was a good thing to do. That I thought Adam Chickson did a real sterling job in that role. He's not going to bomb past loads of players, but he worked hard for the team. We knew if we'd stayed in the game, people would come on that would affect it, and that's ultimately was the case. And
obviously you were a confirmed Bradford City manager on Sunday. We're here Tuesday night, Charlton a game. I guess it's been quite a busy 48, 72 hours for you or so?
Yeah, as Sunday night you're meeting all the staff, you're having something to eat with them, you're sort of picking the brains on a few things. Monday you don't train too much because the pitches were frozen. You've travelled down on the journey down and watching the Charlton Doncaster game and watching our game against Bury and picking the brains of all the staff and what makes certain players tick, what we think we need to do better and to improve us. This morning a lot of time in the classroom with the players trying to not change major things, but just sort of get a few points across how I want to play and what we need to do better to get results. And tonight's a good starting point for us now. And we did say again, we highlighted it many times with the players over the last few days, that if you can have a blip, have it in January, because if you do it in March, April, you've got no chance to recover from it. So we've got that opportunity, and we'll move forward now. And full credit to the supporters. I thought tonight 800 plus, I think somebody was saying, so fantastic from them, because they saw the players having a go, the sort of willing workers and having chasing things down, and that's all any supporters want. So full credit to the supporters tonight.
And just finally, on the back of this result tonight, obviously 10 days till the next game away at Plymouth, I'm guessing that'll give you a good opportunity to work with what obviously our new squad on the training ground and get to know them a bit
yeah, it's going to be a balance probably back end of this week to give the chance to the players to recover a bit physically and mentally, because it's been tough for them over this last week and probably the last few weeks when they've been losing matches. So you come into the stage of the season where you're not going to get them any fitter. Yeah, you can tweak things, you can work on the training pitch and adjust things and try and make us better. So I think it's going to come at a good time for us, and obviously we'll go to Plymouth and try and build off the result and get another performance of some description and results.